Alive and alert on the north side of the dirt. It is your man D Real coming at you with another Be Real with D Real, where edutainment is what I do. Let me first say happy Freedom Day, happy Juneteenth, happy Black Independence Day, happy Jubilee. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And also, and most importantly, happy Father's Day. I'm going to get that in real quick. But before I get it in, I want y'all to do what y'all always do for me. Comment, like, subscribe, and share to the Be Real with D Real page so that when new alerts come out, you get them. Like this one right here. If you digging what a brother's shoveling, put some dirt in my bucket. Comment, like, subscribe, and share to the page. Okay. Today's Father's Day. Today is also officially Juneteenth. I've already been engaged in a lot of celebratory activities. I actually did an improv show with my improv group, Mostly Melanin Arts. We did the Junteenth Jam. And I must say, everybody was on point. Everybody was on point. So kudos to the young people in Mostly Melanin Arts, man. I appreciate y'all coming out, showing up, doing your thing. But Junteenth Jam and Juneteenth's not what I want to talk about, even though today is Juneteenth. Today is also Father's Day. And as much as I love Juneteenth and as much as I celebrate me and celebrate people who look like me and uplift us and encourage us and talk to us on a regular basis, I cannot get away from the fact that, ironically, Juneteenth falls on a day where there's also another holiday that is extremely overlooked or relegated to the realm of unimportance or not as important as it should be. Just let me say it like this, y'all. I am not lacking for any accolades or love or respect on Father's Day. However, though, I know a lot of brothers. And when I say brothers, I mean brotherhood of fatherhood. So fatherhood ain't got no color. When I say my brothers, I'm talking about fathers all over the country. We often got to sit around and barbecue, or we often have to accept mediocre presents. I was just talking to somebody yesterday about how on Mother's Day, mom can get a $5,000 diamond ring and dad gets a $5 pair of socks and still got the slave over a barbecue grill. Now, I know what a lot of the ladies are saying. Well, y'all ain't doing nothing that women ain't been doing since the beginning of time. We've been taking care of children. We've been braiding hair. We've been disciplining. We've been cooking. We've been cleaning. We've been everything. And that, ladies, is what Mother's Day is for. You get celebrated on Mother's Day. And in my house, my wife gets celebrated all the time. I do not miss an opportunity to tell her how much I appreciate what she does. And she does the same for me. Unfortunately, I feel like that dynamic doesn't go on with a lot of my brothers because I hear them. When are we going to say parents are equal partners in raising children? Some parents aren't. And I'm not telling ladies to give props to deadbeat dads or to give props to dads who aren't present in their children's lives. However, though, regardless of the many things that they are, you know what else they still are? Fathers. They may not be good ones. They may not be responsible ones, but they're still fathers. Okay. And I'm not saying celebrate them. I'm not saying lift them up, but at least give a child that choice. Because I know as a child, I had one of those absentee fathers, one of those fathers that didn't participate actively in my life. And my mother never missed an opportunity to tell me about how my daddy wasn't shit. In retrospect, I look at that and I say, that probably wasn't the route to go. Now that I look at it and I've been a parent and have fathered children, and I look at it differently now, because I have 3 biological children and a stepchild. My thing with that is I would not want my ex talking about me the way my mother talked about my father, even though I agree. I still feel like that's not somebody's place to say, unless you are the exemplary, perfect parent. I don't mean doing the best you can. I mean exemplary, perfect parent. Ain't missing, firing on all cylinders. You still don't have the right to talk down about somebody's father. You don't. It's not fair. I mean, even if a mug is a bum, that's not something you need to be telling to children, because you don't understand how that affects a child. Especially for me as a kid who grew up with friends who had fathers in their lives, whether those fathers were co-parenting from a distance or those fathers were present in their children's life. These mugs had fathers, they had dads, you know what I'm saying? And I had to deal with that all the time, constantly, continuously, without fail. You know what I'm saying? Oh, they get to see all of this. They get to experience all of this. They get to experience a father's love. They get to experience a father's discipline. They get to experience having that advice passed on from father to son, skills, gifts passed on from father to son. I never got that. You know, I had to find out what a man was by hand. I had to find out what a man was by living it. I had to find out what a father was by trial and error. I know most of us do, but if you had a father in your life, you at least had a blueprint to follow. I just had to use common sense in what I thought was right as a parent. I think my children turned out okay. I can't teach what I don't know, and I'm not sitting around regretting it. And what I say to all fathers on Father's Day is, you can only be the best father that you are, whatever that is, for better or worse. And ladies, don't run men down to their children. Don't talk bad about them to their children. Because I promise you, ladies, I promise you, in the fullness of time, children are going to see for themselves what their fathers are or aren't. So there doesn't need to be any stank put on top of it. You know, we already feel a certain way about fathers being absent. So that doesn't need to be, you know, piled on more negativity to what end? What does that do for me? How does that help me as a child growing up without a father, knowing my father wasn't shit? What does that do for me? And then on top of that, that's an opinion. Because sometimes I stop and think, maybe it just wasn't that my father wasn't shit. Maybe my father didn't want to have nothing to do with my mother. I wasn't in the conversation. I don't know. I don't know the dynamics of it. I know they didn't get along after a certain period of time, and so they wasn't together anymore. I don't know the ramifications behind it. I know after the age of 6, I stopped having any type of contact with my father. And it wasn't until 2008 I found out that my father had passed away. And when I did find out that he passed away and left a plethora of children, tons of children down in Florida, children in New York, children in Ohio, just children in Baltimore, everywhere, just kids every damn where. You know what I'm saying? And okay, you know how to make babies. Check, got it. I say all of this to say a father is, I guess, what he chooses to be. I mean, that's my experience. I can't get anything else out of it or put anything else into it other than to say, as a father, I am not my father. And I understand the importance of a father in a child's life. So today on Father's Day, I say to all of the fathers, regardless of how you feel about it, regardless of what you have achieved, regardless of what you have not achieved, be the best father you can be, so that what is said about you is venerable and not vilifying. Helpful, not harassing. Happy Father's Day. Y'all got anything y'all want to add about Father's Day? Drop it in the comments. And as always, I will be coming at y'all with another one of them other ones. And until I do, y'all be good. Be good to each other. And happy Father's Day and happy Juneteenth.